Welcome back to the channel, lads. Now, for those of you who don't already know, there have been some unfortunate situation where we have lost our Girona save, which is very disappointing, because I've spent a lot of time making those videos. And you've also spent a lot of time and watching those videos as well. So to not get to the end of it is really disappointing. We've moved from Leicester City to Bolton Wanderers, winning a lot of trophies at Bolton, and then moving to Girona to try and rebuild the Spanish side. But unfortunately, a few days ago, I went on to record one or two more videos, and I just couldn't find the save anymore. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but it just wasn't there anymore. And that means we have lost the save. Now we have to move on, of course. We have to move on, but it's really disappointing because I was enjoying the progress that we were making with that Girona side, but it is what it is. On the post anyway, I did give a few options for which team you wanted to see me do the next career mode with. There was a few options, and the other option was to wait for FC 27 to come out and then start again. Now we've got about 2 months until FC 27 comes out, which allows us time to be able to go through a couple, maybe 3 seasons with our new team and see what we can do in the meantime. And with that in mind, our new career mode team will be
nouvel entraîneur.
Welcome to episode number 1 of our FC 26 career mode over here with Nantes in the French League. Now, for those of you who don't already know, a brief introduction of myself. My name is Vincent, and I have been playing career mode videos for as long as I can remember. But in terms of recording and uploading on YouTube, I have been doing so for just over a couple of years now. And if I'm being honest, I have not been the most consistent, but I've been working to improve that. It has improved in the last year or so, and the plan is to get that consistency even better moving forward. And I've got a feeling we will enjoy this one. That's a brief introduction of myself. Anyway, let me know about yourself in the comments if you want to do so. But I've got a feeling, like I said, this will be an exciting career mode and probably one of the most difficult ones that we have done in the past. And the reason for that is, Nantes are a team you would typically expect to just about avoid relegation, maybe finish mid-table on a good season, and to compete with a team like PSG, that is going to be really difficult. One of the best teams in the world right now, if not the best. Back-to-back Champions League winners. They have won the French League for the last 6-7 seasons, if I'm not mistaken. They dominate that league every single season. They've got some of the best players in the world, PSG, and of course their transfer budget absolutely dwarfs anyone else in this division. You've also got teams like Monaco, Marseille, you've got Lille, and these are some of the other Olympique Lyon, of course, let's not forget about them. These are some of the other teams that we are going to be competing with this season. But as long as we're smart and sensible with the little amount of money we will get to spend, I do believe we can make this team and we can make this career mode a successful one. Now, what is success though? Let's find out from the board. This season, they want us to finish mid-table in the Ligue 1, and in the Coupe de France, they want us to reach the round of 16, which is not too bad, finishing mid-table in our first season. We want to try and achieve more than that, of course, if we can, but mid-table is the baseline for us that we have to focus on this season. And before we forget, our transfer budget is just over 8 million euros. And that is going to be, what can you do with that in today's market? That would be interesting. I mean, most of those will go into our youth academy anyway. One thing we want to try and focus on with this team is to improve the academy, is to have players being promoted to the first team who will go on in the next season or two to give us support in terms of raising that floor, raising the baseline of this team, but just over 8 million euros. By the way, I've just realized this team got relegated in real life last season, which is a bit of a surprise. I thought they did manage to stay up. But anyway, if you thought I was over exaggerating when I said this is arguably going to be one of our toughest career modes, that says it all. We're managing a relegated team, trying to compete with the likes of PSG, Monaco, the likes of Marseille with just over 8 million euros budget. But anyway, let's take a look at the squad here, starting with the goalkeepers. We've got Merbech and we've got the likes of Lopez and Kyle Green. Our goalkeepers are on the aging side, the likes of Lopez and Kyle Green, both in their 30s right now. So that might be a position where we invest in a younger goalkeeper. Left back, we've got Mercado, who's 31, and we have got Koza, who is on loan from Wolfsburg. Going into centre backs, we've got quite a few here. Sheku Doucouré, who's 20 years of age, potential in there maybe. You've got Tati, who looks really good here at 17 years of age and 69 rated. Might just be one to watch out for. We've got Ali Yusuf. We have got Radakovic, who is 31 and 66 rated. We've got the likes of Duranville, who was out on loan, so we're not going to be able to use him this season. We've got the Nigerian centre-back, Chidozie Awaziem, who is 72 rated, is left-footed as right-footed. We've got a lot of left-footed centre-backs here. Abakar Silla, who is 22 and 70 rated as well. Going into right-back, we have got Akapandi, we've got the likes of Gilbert. I mean, that might just, again, be a position where we invest in someone younger in the right back position. Kelvin Amian can maybe do a job for us this season. Going into midfield, centre defensive midfield position, we've got Malan Gomez, who is out on loan. We've got Bahamed Diouf, who might be a centre back in the making, 6'5", centre defensive midfielder. It's not blessed with pace. He's got decent jump in there. So maybe we could utilize him as a centre back this season. We've got the likes of Ibrahima Sissoko, again 6'4", not blessed with pace, but he's got the height and he's slightly more experienced at 27 years of age. We've got the likes of Mohamed Kabar, again 6 foot plus. They've got really big and tall centre defensive midfielders. One thing I've noticed though is, other than maybe Diak, who is out on loan, our defensive midfielders are not necessarily blessed with pace. You've got Kadea, who is a left midfielder, 35 years of age now, the former Newcastle man. I mean, I don't think he's going to be playing a big part for us this season. He's on loan from Olympiacos as well. We've got Tabibu going into centre midfield now. Tabibu, we've got Leroux, we've got Francis Coquelin, the former Arsenal centre midfielder, I believe, who is now 34 years of age. Just like Kabea, I don't think he'll be playing too much parts for us this season. We could maybe accept offers if we do get them. We've got Johan Le Penant, who I do like, by the way, but I think he's going to be our centre defensive midfielder this season rather than that box-to-box role. I don't think he's got the legs to be able to do the box-to-box role for us. One thing that I've noticed here, our DMs and centre midfielders are not blessed with pace, and if you know anything about the French league, it is highly transitional, and that means you need quicker midfielders who will be able to get around the pitch and win possession for you. And if someone can recommend one or two centre midfielders that are blessed with pace, that can cover ground eaters, ground monsters, please do suggest them. We're going out wide. We have got a left winger here, Girassi, who again, he looks fantastic at 18 years of age. Just like Tati, this might just be another player to watch out for. And Ben Hattab is out on loan, but it looks really good. You've got into the strikers now, El Arabi, who is 38 years of age. You've got Ganago Mohamed. You have got Matisse Abline, who is a striker who can also play out wide if we need him to. And we have got Andy Kamara, who we have got in here on loan. And I mean, it's a good blend of experience and young players. We would need midfielders with pace, box-to-box midfielder, one or maybe two. We will need a fullbacks. We will need a goalkeeper. And I think that might just be what we need for this season. But let me know in the comments. And next year, we have gone ahead and invested heavily into our academy. Most of our transfer budgets have gone into the academy, hoping it pays off in the long run. We're scouting in Belgium, France, Senegal, of course, Senegal and Belgium, two French-speaking countries as well. In Belgium, we're focusing on right backs and left backs with the quality of the attacking wing backs and wing backs. In France, we're scouting for centre midfielders and centre attacking midfielders, focusing on the box-to-box attributes and the half winger as well. Hopefully we can find one or two of those in France. And in Senegal, we're scouting for attackers, so wingers, that's right winger, striker, and left winger, focusing on the inside forward and the advanced forward for the striker, as well as a natural winger as well, if we can. But yeah, for the next 3 months, these scouts will do their job. Hopefully, they come back with 1 or 2 gems. Look at that for the start of the season. Does it get any more difficult than that? PSG to kick off our Ligue 1 campaign in 35 days. Oh my goodness. We've got Strasbourg, we've got Auxerre, Nice, and Rennes opening 5 games. Some tough games in there, you know. But we've got some offers already. Mohamed being one of those players who I would like to get rid of if we can. So I'm happy to accept that offer. Merbach could be heading out on loan, and so is Akapendi as well. Our star player, Matisse Abline, we have received a 16 million euros offer from Fenerbahce. I want to keep him, but then again, that we would be able to keep him if we can recoup enough funds from selling other players to be able to strengthen the team. Otherwise, we might consider selling him for the better of the team to sort of improve on the bigger squad. But for now, we will reject that offer from Fenerbahce. We will see what happens towards the back end of the window. Ganago I've already rejected an offer for, just because I want to keep the player. I think with a few outgoings here, we have managed to recoup what we spent improving our academy. So our transfer budget should have gone back to somewhere around 8 million euros again, which is enough to bring in 3 players maybe. But Mustafa Mohamed joins Union Saint-Galois, 2.5 million euros. To the Belgium side, Santose, 2.2 million euros to Besiktas, and Merbach heads on loan to Tromsø. Akapendi heads out on loan to Platense, I believe. He's gone out on loan to a few more outgoings maybe, and we will start making some signings then. Tell you what, our first month of Youth Academy Scouting has been productive here because we've got 3 little gems already who we have given scholarship deals to into the academy. Dylan Ayerts from Belgium, right back, who was left-footed. He's got a bit of pace about him. He's going to improve technically. He's only 17 years of age. We've got Teddy Lefort as well, who was a box-to-box midfielder. Excellent potential. Again, his physicals looks all right at this stage. He's got some player styles there, which is good to see. He's only going to get better. And we've got Nicolas Mathieu, who again, potential looks really good. Another box-to-box midfielder. So first month is being productive. So as things stands right now, this is probably going to be our starting 11 going into our first game against PSG, which is in 10 days, I believe. Lopez, I'm happy with in goal. We might need a younger backup, as Carl Green is also in his 30s. So both goalkeepers in their 30s. Tati is going to be our starter on that left-hand side. Doucouré, 64 rated. He's only 20 years of age. We've got better centre-backs on the bench. However, our Ziem is getting older. Silla is on loan from Strasbourg. I don't want to use him too much. We've got Yusuf, who looks quite good, but he doesn't have a face, and that bugs me a lot. I will accept an offer for him if we do get one. Radakovic, again in his 30s, so not much potential in there, and we are prioritizing the future with this team. We've got 2 right backs, Gilbert and Amien, both players, again, not much potential-wise. We might need to get rid of one of them and bring in a younger right back. Exactly the same at left back. Mercado in his 30s now. We've got Koza, who is out on loan. Left back is not really a priority. I would like a new left back, but not a priority. Sometimes you sort out the situations that are not priority first. Depends on what the transfer market provides us. Nantes has been changed to a DM now, so that's going to be his position for us this season. We've got so many centre defensive midfielders, by the way. It's a shame none of them are quite good enough. And Diouf is one of those CDMs who will end up being a centre back for us in the long run. But box to box, we've got Leroux and Tabibu. I like both players. We just need runners in there potentially to replace Tabibu. Someone who's got pace, energy, that can cover ground, cover distance for us quite quickly. And the forward three, we've got Girassi from the left-hand side, who I do like, is going to be a starter for us, only 18 years of age. We've got Abline starting up front, 6 foot. He's got pace, by the way. He's really quick, and he can play in that right wing position if we need him to. Ganogo, I'm not quite happy with as a right winger, but for now, he's the best option that we have in that position. What we could do moving forward is maybe bring in a new right winger or move Abline to that right wing position, which, to be honest, he gets better in that position, and bring in a striker that fits my style of play more. I like a centre forward who is a target man, who is 6 foot and taller and good on the ball. I've got pace as well to get him behind. And Ganogo, although don't get me wrong, he's got pace to get him behind the defense. He can play as a target man if we need him to, but he's only 5'9". We do play with a lot of crosses into the box, and I don't think Ganogo is the best striker to do that job for us. For now, we will keep it that way, and maybe we will bring in a right winger or maybe a striker. I'm not quite sure, but we will find out. It is time, lads. It is that moment we have been waiting for. The Stade de la Bourgeois stands ready for a new beginning. A young manager takes charge of his first competitive match, leading a non-side that have been already condemned to relegation before a ball has been kicked. But football has never cared for predictions. It rewards courage, belief, and those willing to defy the odds. Can this be the season that rewrites the story? Can Nantes survive when the world expects them to fall? The journey begins right here, right now. As I said, that was always going to be the starting 11 going into our first game for this one. PSG, though, Champions League winning side, they have, of course, gone with a full-strength starting 11. Karachelia, though, on the bench. Bacola is preferred to that left-hand side. I mean, let's be honest, it doesn't matter who this PSG side play in their attack. They're always going to look good, especially against a team like ourselves, which, as I said, the expectation is to survive this season. This is a team who I wasn't too sure if they were relegated last season, but I did check, and as I confirmed, they were relegated at the end of last season. Some good football going on here. This is how we want to play, by the way. This is how we want to play. We want to pass the ball well, move the ball from back to front quickly. In transition, we want to be clinical as well. But of course, you're not going to have transitional moments in opening minute like this. So you want to play your way out of the press. I thought we did that quite well. It's a good young team that we have got started in this game. We've got experienced players to call upon. If we need them off the bench, Desire Due in possession here. That could have been very, very good combination from the corner there, but the shot was blocked out wide to Hakimi. Always on the front foot, Hakimi. Oh, that's poor touch from Dembele, but PSG keeps it alive. The other fullback, Nuno Mendes. Tati at the right place at the right time there to win it back. Been quite comfortable in the opening 16 minutes, if I'm being honest. Not that time though. Possession gave away. Dembele driving forward, plays in Ruben Neves. Look at the space for Vitinha. Barcola in so much space on that left-hand side. And that's what happens when you lose possession in your own half against this PSG side. It's such a good team, man. The best team in the world right now, in my opinion. And of course, that's shown in back-to-back Champions League wins for them. What a finish there from Barcola. He knows where the goal is. He didn't have to take a touch or anything. The thing about this PSG team is they're so good in all aspects of the game. If you defend deep, they can break you down. They're capable of dominating possession with the midfield that they have. If you give them spaces in transition, they will absolutely punish you. They've got wingers who are so quick. If they have to defend deep and absorb pressure, they can do that as well. In all phases of the game, they're so good. The most complete team that we have seen in a while in terms of being able to do everything. Vitinha goes over the top. What a ball to Nuno Mendes. The fullbacks are so good at going forward as well. Oh, what a save just before the end of the first half there by Lopez, who is going to be our captain for this season. His experience is going to be vital for us. We want to try and bring in a younger goalkeeper as his backup, but I'm happy for him to be our number one this season. Look at the space for Vitinha. I'm a little bit surprised. He didn't pull the trigger himself, but the goalkeeper ended up making another brilliant save just before the end of the first half. Yeah, we go into the break just 1-0 up. This could have been 2, 3, 4, and we wouldn't even be complaining. They have been really good this first half. The second half has to be better, right? It has to be better. So far, it has been better. But one thing I've noticed, oh, what a save again. What a save again. Man, he's been the man of the match so far, Lopez. We've played well in our own half. Our issue comes when we are in the final third. Is offside there. When we have moved the ball to the final third, we look out of sync. It doesn't look like we know what we want to do in the final third just yet. But then again, that will come. Karachelia there, by the way, replacing, coming off the bench to replace the goal scorer, Bacola. It's gone offside. And this is what I mean by when we get on the final third, we just don't have ideas right now for substitutions to freshen up the team, changing the fullbacks as well. Hopefully, they will add something for us here in the final few minutes. And again, Girassi, that was skips past Hakimi, is driving forward here. Hakimi's got the pace to catch up with him. We're going to have to go for something different here into midfield. Leroux tries to play in a blind. But again, in the final third, we have just looked out of depth today. Come on, one last attack. Koza to Leroux. First touch out wide to Girassi. Girassi driving forward. If anyone is going to create something today, it was always going to be him. He's been, in terms of an attacking player, he's been one of the better ones today. But again, that end product is not quite there. You'd expect it, though, from an 18-year-old winger. He's only going to get better as the season progresses. It's a 1-0 defeat against PSG, which it's not bad considering the amount of chances they created. But it will get better. Smash a like on the video if you have enjoyed this one, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.